Now let's continue to listen to see what they consider is providing proof of ownership of the debt. Let's listen to see what George has to show us.
We can only provide you the documents, the original documents. We can provide you kindly to pay off a payoff statement for when you'd like to pay it off, and that's it. As far as contacting him, yes, we're going to go full throttle.
A statement from their computer saying that, yeah, somebody owes you money, and a photocopy of a contract is not verifiable proof that they are still the rightful owners of the debt. In the Canadian Rules of Court, it's very clear. A sworn affidavit by a chartered accountant is verifiable proof that the debt has not been sold and it still appears on the ledger. So them wanting to provide a photocopy of a signed contract and a statement that they made up in their computer definitely is not verifiable proof of ownership of the debt. Now guys, this is pure harassment when they keep calling the client, even though they have a chosen authorized agent to speak on their behalf. On top of that, we have the money that we've been trying to hand over to them for the last 6 weeks, but they cannot produce the documentation they are legally obligated to produce, proof of ownership of the debt, a sworn affidavit from a chartered accountant, and not to mention we've been trying to hand over the money for 6 weeks. So because Fairstone cannot produce and prove they own the debt, they're just going to call it harass the client? That's absolutely ridiculous. They should be trying to produce verifiable proof they still own the debt. So they're trying to collect on a debt they just can't prove that they own. That's ridiculous. Now keep in mind, proof of ownership of the debt is just simply a sworn affidavit from a chartered accountant stating he looked into the ledgers and the debt has not been sold. Now keep in mind, Fairstone must have many accountants working for them. What's the problem? It's a simple statement from a chartered accountant. This all seems pretty sketchy. So what we did is we provided George with a no contact letter. A no contact letter in business is basically saying that we are officially in dispute. Do not contact me unless we are going through the courts now. We are at an impassable junction. But his response is that no, we're going to call and harass the client regardless. Very illogical. This is textbook negligence in the workplace. Now, let's take a listen to George here, how arrogantly he states, even though he's in the wrong, that hey, it doesn't affect me, it's only going to affect the client. It doesn't affect me, so I'll just continue on doing my job very poorly and affecting people's lives. That is negligence in the workplace. Let's take a listen. You're going to love this.
Well, George, it sounds like we're going to have to be sending you a no contact letter, okay? And if you continue to contact Aminula, we will be.
You can send all the letters you want.
Okay? You guys have to operate in accordance to Canadian law. Your company policies does not trump Canadian law, George.
Then take us to court then. If you got so much time on your hands, then take us to court then, Colton.
Fraud.
Right?
So what we will be doing is sending you a no-contact letter. We'll be sending you a no-contact letter. No longer contact Aminula. If you'd like to receive payment.
Okay, well, in the end, it doesn't affect me personally.
Wow. So you see, George's response of, I don't care, it doesn't affect me attitude. This is at all of these companies. This is what it boils down to. They are not doing their job correctly. They cannot prove they're doing their job correctly. But either way, they'll say, well, what does it matter to me? It's just going to affect the client. It won't affect me. To make sure this attitude is removed from this marketplace, what we've done is we've instructed the client that if they place any late payments against your credit, we're going to be suing them personally, George and Fahal, so that's George Ferraro and Fahal, holding them personally liable. Now let's take a look at the no contact letter that we sent them that states all this. So we are very clear with them in that letter that we will be suing them personally for negligence in the workplace after all the information we provided them, and they still went and reported late payments. Even though the money is here in order to be collected, you just need to prove you are still the rightful owner of the debt. That is what is called negligence in the workplace, and they will be held personally responsible for it. And we're going to keep you guys informed when we go about doing this if it needs to be done. Keep watching. That's a lot of fun. Have a great day. Now, don't forget to complain. It's very important for us to unite and them see that. So just look down in the description. It's going to tell you exactly how to complain and how you will be entered into this group actively seeking to access their birth certificate bond. Keep in touch. Keep looking. We've got lots more to tell you. You guys have a great day.